Hey fellow vault dwellers, we are receiving Ghoul within update and there are patch notes. The server is currently under maintenance and look at this patch notes picture. Somehow they managed to make Ghoul look hot. Congratulations, whoever designed the character. Good job, I didn't know that's even possible. And let's jump into the patch notes. Don't be afraid, step into the radiation and emerge as a ghoul. Today's Ghoul Within update gives all Wastelanders an opportunity to turn themselves into a ghoul, unlocking a whole new way to experience Appalachia with new gameplay mechanics and ghoul exclusive perk cards. We hope you are all ready to unleash your inner ghoul. Update highlights: Ghoulification. Take a leap of faith in a new section of the Savage Divide and emerge a full-fledged ghoul. Ghoul exclusive perk cards. Find Ghoul-tastic build opportunities with 30 new perk cards, 28 regular and 2 legendary. They should probably add as well, there's a lot of rework perk cards, so you can add like 40 more. Season 20 Glow of the Ghoul. Mutation, Radiation, Glow. It's time to ghoulify Appalachia. Not too bad sizes. On Steam 19 GB, other platforms 38. Ghoulification. To begin your path to the ghoul life, you will have to pick up the questline Leap of Faith, which will take you into a new section of the Savage Divide. There, you will meet characters who will aid in your transformation. Completing this questline will complete your transformation, unlocking new ghoul exclusive abilities, Glow and Feral, as well as giving you access to 30 new ghoul exclusive perks. Ghoulities, aka abilities for ghouls. Feral. Becoming a ghoul sheds the need to state your hunger and thirst. Instead, you battle against a gnawing desire to slip back into your base nature, abandoning all sanity you might have had. The new feral meter drains over time and can only be filled back up by consuming chems. You may not want to keep that meter 100% filled though. Your feral status provides different bonuses and penalties depending on how full the meter is. Above 80%, you gain free strength, free endurance, 30 max HP. Then it starts dropping. Above 20%, the penalty is already quite big, minus 3 endurance, minus 15 health, minus 10 AP. And at 0, you are feral. 150% bonus melee damage, but you lose 5 endurance, 99 charisma, 30 hit points, 20 AP, 300% penalty to gun accuracy, and VATS accuracy. They don't actually say about VATS here, but VATS accuracy will always open with 0% when you are feral. So it's huge penalty for all the guns. That includes aiming too. They didn't list, they just list hipfire, but aiming is penalized too. Glow. As you might expect when living life as a ghoul, radiation doesn't have the same effect on you as it does on the smooth skin. You are immune to diseases and cannot be mutated by nearby radiation. As a ghoul, radiation makes you glow. And I'm not sure about this cannot be mutated. On the public test server, you were able to still get mutations from radiation. That's a side note. Maybe it was fixed for the final version. This new glow system increases your maximum health and heals damage you've taken based on the amount of radiation that you've accumulated. Your glow can be tracked by the green strip pattern on your health bar. Consuming tainted foods, drinks, and exploring irradiated environments all contribute to your glow. If you hear that Pip-Boy ticking, the radiation is hitting. While you are in power armor, your radiation intake can be seen on the radial next to your health. Outside of the max health increase Glow provides, it also contributes to perks like the Science Monster and Jaguar Speed perks mentioned below. Gerks, so perks for ghouls. One of the immediate benefits of living life as a ghoul is that you will have access to a new suite of perks cards, which you can use in addition to the normal human cards. There are 28 perks to choose from and 2 new legendary perks for ghouls. The new perk cards can be attained through perk card packs or by selecting your level up perk. These cards will open new build opportunities and enhance the play you want, the way you play. And by the way, I will be uploading all type of ghoul builds. Heavy guns, rifles, melee, everything. Pistols, carry on. Do note that perk cards that revolve around hunger, thirst, and chem-resistant perk will be locked as ghouls, don't require the benefit that those cards provide. Let's look at one perk from each special category. All perk descriptions are at their max value, so strength, Bone Shatterer. Your melee weapon attacks have 45% chance to cripple a limb. Perception, Eye of the Hunter, this is a really cool one. Your vision grants you 30% accuracy in VATS from a very long distance. Endurance, Glowing Gut. Irradiated food and drink grant 300% more RATs. Charisma, Moral Support. When on a team you become feral, 50% slower. Intelligence, Science Monster. While you have Glow, gain 15% bonus damage for 10 seconds upon getting hit. Agility, Jaguar Speed. You now sprint 20% faster when your Glow is high. Just to answer your question about the speed, it does not override overall speed limit in the game. So with Speed Demon, you are already on the cap. It will not be possible to go higher. There is more perks for speed, but in practice, the speed is the same. So don't use them. Don't be excited about speed perks. Luck, Wild West Hands. 36% chance to instantly reload your entire magazine when empty. This is a cool one. A Ghoul's Day Out. With all these new benefits that help you explore the wasteland, we would forgive you for thinking that life as a ghoul was easy. No matter how well dressed you are, there are still some factions like the Brotherhood of Steel who won't want to interact with you. Playing as a ghoul will make some factions hostile to you, which will lock you out of some quest lines. Luckily, wearing disguises made by Jay, a new NPC you will meet along the new quest line, will allow you to interact with any block content that you may find when living life as a ghoul. Jay will also allow you remove the disguise if you so wish. Back to humanity. If, after a short while, you realize that being a ghoul isn't for you, you can become human again through your character screen. Please note, this is a one-way ticket back. You won't be able to complete the questline to become ghoul again. If you want a character that has already completed a Leap of Faith questline to become a ghoul again, you can purchase a ghoul retransformation, which will be available on the character screen for 1000 atoms. So think it through. Switching between is expensive. So keep that in mind. Rewards preview we already covered, so let's get on. The Big Bloom, starting April 29th. Spring is on the way, which means the new themed event begins on April 29th. We hope you look forward to helping Black-Eyed Susan save her favorite meadow from the overgrown. There is a really cool boss at this event. I like it. This event will be so cool. Level 50 character boost. For new and veteran Wastelanders alike, the new level 50 character boost is a great way to get a new character ready to participate in daily ops, public events, and explore Appalachia. Check out our article for more information. This article will be going live later today. We like sharing patch notes with you all early, so we sometimes write into situations where articles aren't fully live yet. So this article will appear. There is link already that doesn't work, but article will appear about the character boost. They didn't list the price, so I don't know what that would be. Release notes. Accessibility. Fix an issue where the text-to-speech window could persist through various menus. Fix an issue where a choose and screen narration voice tab could reset after launching the game, and issue when menus would not scroll properly when using text-to-speech or speech-to-text options. And so far, speech-to-text was not available. Are they indicating it's available now? We'll see. I don't know. Ammo. Plasma and ultrasight cores now display their charge value. Fully charged fusion, plasma and ultrasight cores can now be placed in the ammo box. That's the very big one. Fusion cores count as in use, while in power armor, when storing unused ammo in the ammo box. So you don't accidentally store a fusion core that you are using. Fusion cores assigned to power armor cannot be stored in the ammo box, so from inside your power armor if you are wearing it. Armor. Fix an issue where the Volt 63 jetpack paint could not be applied to the Vulcan jetpack. Enclave technique and hardware. Okay, that I will maybe not read every single small change that is mainly like cosmetic or some small fixes. I will only focus on important ones. So important one, hazmat and Chinese stealth suit now count as wearing a full matching set of armor. That's important as there is more and more perks that are better with a set of armor. So Chinese stealth now counts as a set. And they are moved to the armor category. Just category move, they do behave the same. Oh, they fixed the turbo threat grenade, so those will work correctly even if you have just one now. Combat. They are nerfing super mutants for some reason. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't notice any problems with super mutants so far. Then Cavalry's mod, where the player took increased damage while blocking. So Cavalry's is fixed. Honestly, Cavalry's and Sentinels, they both are reworked now to provide 5% reduction, but without chance to trigger, just always. So stacking up to 25% if you have full set of Cavaliers or Sentinels. It's not really listed here. I don't know. Maybe it will be further down the line. Combat balancing. So most pistols have been modified to incorporate the damage that they would deal via perks. So basically the base damage increase for the pistols, and they are listed all. I don't know if that's really working as that, as on the public test server, laser gun did not receive any plasma gun, ultrasight laser gun, enclave plasma gun. They did not increase any damage increase on the public test server last time I checked. So I don't know if that's true that they going to get some increases. What are they saying? A few pistols have received further increase to their base damage. The following weapons can be converted to rifles via modes, and those will have their base damage further increase in the future. Oh, so that sounds like it would be some increase now and later more, but it is not. So maybe they meant that those guns will only receive a buff somewhere in the future and not now. So the damage changes, so that's the list, all the pistols, and worth to mention, I already talked in other video about best pistols, but Western Revolver, incredible improvement, single action, incredible improvement. The king of them all will be, yes, you guessed that, Ghost Pistol. That's huge now. And Gamma Gun, the best for ghouls, thanks to radiation factor. Weapon AP cost changes. There is a lot, like pipe gun, 10 mil, circuit breaker, all the pistols and revolvers, lower AP cost. For some of them, it could be even lower, but those are significant, like Seagull's pistol from 35 to 18. I will not read every single one. You just need to know that it's a significant reduction to AP cost for all the pistol type weapons and more. Weapon VAT's critical damage multiplier changes, so that applies to single shot, as they said, only while semi-automatic. So one shot per pull of a trigger. Automatics do not, so that's to diversify a little bit more with the weapon department. So if you now spec for a single shot, for like 10 mil circuit breaker, revolvers, and you are using single shot weapons, they do more crit damage. The multiplier for the criticals is higher, from 2.5 to 3.0, when it used to be 2.0 for everything. Weapon sneak damage, similar change for some of them. That's less impactful, probably because sneak is so often not available in events and so on, but still helpful for a lot of those guns. So they getting higher multiplier too. Small changes to dangerous pastime, the legendary mods, bug fixes. Fix a bug causing legendary mod boxes to drop on death, and that was only present on public test server. It never made it to live, so I don't know why is it in those patch notes. Maybe they didn't notice. So that was never a problem for anyone playing the live game, and will not be a problem. Then Pounders is fixed. No more crazy damage. It's still very good, but now it's working as in description and not like previously. Battle Loaders no longer activates when bashing players or teammates. That's a huge nerf to Battle Loaders. Why would they even do that? No idea. It was the only usable aspect of this legendary. I was enjoying it. They nerfed that. For what reason? No idea. Honestly, I don't know. Why? Next, fix issue with Defenders mod, where players took increased damage while blocking, which obviously should be other way around. Conductors, that's a good one, now correctly grants 5% AP. Health was working, but now AP is working too, so you're getting actual AP regeneration when you run Conductors. Then the biggest of the changes for everyone. Legendary mod boxes can now be scrapped for legendary modules. 1-star 3 modules, 2-star 6, 3-star 12, 4-star 24. The values are incredibly good. Get ready for scrapping all those worthless legendary mod boxes. I have like full mule of them. So many legendary modules coming our way. You now have a chance to learn the plans by scrapping the mod boxes, which is good. Arms Keepers no longer applies to grenades. That's not necessary, but it's done. Cavaliers and armor grants 5%, so that's what I said previously. It's just listed here. 5% stacking up. Of course, if full set 25%, the same with Sentinels, full set 25%. There is no random chance to trigger. Always works when you are standing still for the Sentinels. Furious was changed to Onslaught. That requires entire video to explain exactly the mechanic. I did that in the past, so hopefully you did watch that. I'll be talking about Onslaught more when I'll be creating builds, but basically the most powerful mechanic added with this update. It is stackable mechanic with multiple perks and legendary effects like Furious. Work with it, adding more and more stacks that increase your reload speed, weak spot damage, which is the big one, that increase your overall damage, like in case of Furious, that remains that, but more stacks is now possible, and there is a reversed Onslaught that gives you opposite effect when you are losing stack when firing, but gaining them over time for free. So depend how fast weapon is firing, use regular Onslaught or reversed one that you just use by applying card that reverses the mechanic. Pounders, rewarded for Onslaught and fix an issue with the stack limit. Plus 10% damage when Onslaught stacked, 10 max stacks. So that was fixed, no longer stacking 100 times. And about the Pounders and Melee, the perks are for guns only. So in case of Melee, Furious, and Pounders, that's all the stacks you can get. There is no other perks. In case of guns, there are perks to boost it further. It's not very important changes, so we'll just skip them. Let's cover only important ones, as there is a lot. Power armor now always grants 10 strength just for wearing it. That's a power armor effect now. Just the power armor frame gives you 10 strength. It's huge boost to power armor. So perks, some adjustments. Onslaught has on-screen indicator, which is very handy because you can tell if you have stacks or not. Small guns has a help entry. That's for a lot of people hard to figure out what is the small gun. In short, all shotguns, all rifles, all pistols are the small guns. Finally, we have an opportunity to disable an open perk card pack prompt. Finally, thank you very much. Then there is a lot of perk balancing. So Arms Keeper getting cheaper and better. Now rank 2 will give you 75% all weapons weight reduction. Not only rifles, it's all weapons now. Awareness now boosts your VATS accuracy based on your perception. So you can go really crazy with VATS accuracy if you want to. Barbarian now gives even more resistance based on strength and cost only 1 point. Doubled if not wearing armor. I don't think anyone would not wear armor, but another one. Bodyguards now cost only 1. Scales with charisma. Demolition Expert down to 3 points with the same effect. So it's perfect. And as well, they stating fix an issue where Demolition Expert was increasing turret damage instead of home defense. So if you are into using turrets in your camp, you will need to have home defense equipped. for damage. I didn't test that. I hope it's working as described. Cap Collector, small nerf to it. Basically, it will not always trigger. So it was too good based on Bethesda observation. Can do. Reduced to 1 point, so much easier to equip, and scales with luck. Concentrated Fire no longer grants limb targeting. This is now acquired by having at least 5 perceptions, so you don't need Concentrated Fire at all if you just want limb targeting. But now, Concentrated Fire is giving you increased damage per shot, and it stacks up to 20 times. So it is indeed increasing your damage in quite visible way if you are using that. So very good now, Concentrated Fire. Crackshot now work with all small guns. Field Surgeon move to Intelligence. Pharma, scaling with luck now. Ganfu, that's a nerf because they fixed an issue, but they compensated a little bit. It's additive now, but it's going up to 90%. So it's not as good as was. It's a nerf. Good with Salt, it's a buff because its cost going down to 2 points from 3. The same effect. New effects for all the pistol-related perks. They no longer increase damage because pistols have been reworked to have high base damage instead. But now, Guerrilla, each rank adds range damage to close enemies. The Expert, rank reduced from 3 to 1. Now rank 1 costs 2 perk points, and new effect, gain plus 1% reload speed per Onslaught stack. So that's the new mechanic that we'll be talking about more, but I already covered that in the video how it works. So reload speed based on your stacks. Then Guerrilla Master, rank 1, but cost the same, so it's no functional change, just no different ranks, just one rank. 5% damage to close enemies per Onslaught stack with range weapons plus 5 max stacks. Gunslinger, new effect, each rank adds range damage to weak spots, and this is incredibly powerful. This is multiplicative, 6, 9, and 12% max out. Gunslinger Expert, 2 points now, there's no upgrades, and change effect to plus 1% range weak spot damage again. Oh, amazing with Onslaught. 3 max stacks. The final point, those 3 max stacks and all the max stacks, that's how many total Onslaught stacks you can accumulate with all weapons. If they have Furious or not, it doesn't matter. The stacks count. Furious just increases amount of stacks available. Gunslinger Master, that's what changes the Onslaught to reverse Onslaught and adds 10 max stacks, making single-shot weapons even more powerful now. Gunrunner works with any range weapon, so that was changed. Home Defense now correctly increases turret damage by 100% max out. Inspirational, it costs now only 1 point, but scales with Charisma, so for experience farming, you need to boost your Charisma higher. Ironclad is now just 3 points, and there is new effect. Armor provides 5% more protection per rank, double if wearing a matching set. Oh, did they nerf the Ironclad from... Okay, I don't know. But on last version of public test server, it was 25% for max rank. Now it says that it's supposedly 15. We'll see. Maybe just error in here. No idea. Lead Belly now costs 1 point. Less rats from food and drink based on endurance. So more and more perks is based on respectable special. Modern Renegade now applies to all small guns. Chance to cripple has been replaced with increased limb damage. Mr. Sandman remove at night requirement, so its silent weapons will always do more sneak damage now with Mr. Sandman. There is no at night. Packrat, now only rank 2 required, and the same effect as old rank 3. Packing Light is now 1 point cost card and increases action points regeneration when not over encumbered. Pharma cost 1 point now and is based on luck, and you can find this stuff on enemies too, not only in containers. You find it everywhere. Portable Power, another one. Move from intelligence to strength, the cost reduced to 2. The effect remains at 75% as it was. Rat resistance is now 1 point cost. 2 points cost. No upgrades, just 1 card, 2 point cost. Gain radiation resistance based on your endurance. That's definitely not for ghouls, of course. Rejuvenated, increase bonus at rank 1. Rank 2 now has an additional bonus while not heavily radiated. So Rejuvenated receive a hefty buff, so that's for human players. Ghouls cannot use it. Scrounger, ranks reduced from 3 to 1. Similar like other stuff, scales with luck. Dev Note. All 3 searching perks have a chance based on luck to grant a bonus item in certain context, such as a medical box or ammo box. In addition, these perks increase the quantity found from all regular loot sources based on luck. Regular loot sources means mostly enemies. Spiritual Healer now costs only 1 point, and new effect. You and teammates regenerate health. This effect scales with your charisma. Strong Back now costs 2 points, no upgrades, and you can carry more based on your strength. So very high strength characters will have insane carry weight thanks to this change. Tank Killer now works with all small guns. So what that means? It was working with rifles and pistols previously. Now it will work as well with shotguns. So that's indirect buff to shotguns. Tenderizer. Ranks reduced from 3 to 1, but rank 1 costs 2 points, so cost is 2. And now it's stackable effect for everyone. So it's a debuff to enemy. Each stack is 0.1% increased damage, and it stacks up to 100%. There is no timer and doesn't work in PvP. So those stacks are now permanent. You don't need to be fast with it. You just slowly fight the endgame bosses. And if you have Tenderizer, you will apply a debuff stacks at 1000 stacks is 100% increased damage that the boss is taking. Trawling Pharmacy buff as the cost is reduced to 2 points. Wrecking Ball, that's a big one. Ranks reduced from 3 to 1, move from intelligence to strength, but now, outside of it doing 100% damage to objects, if you equip it, you can damage your own camp objects. So that's huge for camp builders that need to damage something in order to build on top of that and combine items. So that's huge. You just equip now Wrecking Ball, and you can destroy whatever you want in your own camp, not other camps, your own. There is a bunch of quest fixes. If you want, you feel free to read that. There is a lot of them. They're not really super significant unless you are affected by the bug and you suffer from it, then it's significant for you. But I will not read those. There is a lot of stuff. There are little UI fixes. So whatever is displayed on your screen was corrected. There are some weapon fixes. Let's maybe only stop on the important ones. They fix a Vault 63 laser carbine bug, so now everyone should be able to craft it correctly. Whatever happened in your game and bug it out in the past, it should be solved now. And there is, on weapons, there is one important one. The last one, the only one important. Fix an issue where the dual bar mod was not properly being granted when scrapping the cauterizer. I don't know what they mean by that. Maybe they fix it and we can use dual bar mod again, as that was accidentally or otherwise removed from the game in last patch. So is it back now? Hard to tell. This note is really cryptic. What do they mean by that? Can I use dual bar again? That would make cauterizer and all chainsaws possibly good again, if we can equip it and if it will be working. We'll see. The time will tell. There are some miscellaneous fixes. One important in those miscellaneous, mutated party packs should now properly grant recipes and outfits once players have learned everything. So that's me, for example. I learned everything that was possible from those packages. Hopefully they will still drop something. And the Pleasant Valley claim tokens have no weight anymore, which is good. You can collect them. They will not weight you down. Known issue, bulk scrapping legendary mods. When attempting to scrap a stack of legendary mods, the check to see if the mod was learned will only trigger once. The team is currently investigating a fix and will let you know as soon as we have more information to share. For now, please scrap your legendary mods one at a time and not in bulk. So that's very important. That's very important. I hope you made it to this part of the of the patch notes. Very important at the end. Scrap one by one. No bulk scrapping for now. Inconsistent legendary perk behavior. After transforming into a ghoul, players may notice inconsistent behavior with What Rats, Action Diet, and Feral Rage perks. Namely, the human legendary perk What Rats won't appear as locked away for the transformed character, and the ghoul exclusive perks Action Diet and Feral Rage may still appear locked and unequipable. Logging out or relaunching the game should address the inconsistent behavior of the perk cards. So the best strategy here is, after you turn yourself into a ghoul, restart the game. So hopefully this way everything will be working correctly as for the ghoul and without any weird bugs. So the most important informations at the very end. And yeah, I don't know why, but they are at the very end. And that being said, this is everything for the patch notes. Day long. Yes, I know. I hope you made it through. Thank you a lot for watching, and see you soon in Appalachia, all Ghoulpalachia.